Welcome back to Anime Fight Club, everyone. My name is Grim. Today we're starting volume 20 of Baki Dou part 1, or Musashi Dou, and they've just finished the fight between Musashi and Hanayama, which was so good. I love every time Hanayama ends up on the screen. All that pride, he's so humble, and he's just for the people. I just really like him. But anyway, we'll be checking out chapters 171 through 173. Chapter 171 entitled Pretty Tales. So we still have here, Baki has stepped in between Musashi and Hanayama because Musashi was about to cut Hanayama again straight down the middle since Hanayama put his back to him. But I don't want to see, you guys can talk about it in the comments. I don't think Hanayama lost his fight at all. Like, even though Hanayama stopped like this because he couldn't land any more hits, Musashi is unable to cut through this man's bone and muscle. So Hanayama put his back to him. I don't know, like, he's done with the fight, but this was so disrespectful. Like, I can't even take it as an ending. It was just wonderful. But I don't know, let's continue. 171 is entitled Pretty Tales. So we have the police chief here, Hanayama, who's still bleeding from the face from these two cuts from Musashi. Hey, if you dare to pull that thing out, I'll make sure you won't survive to talk about it. And I was talking helly stuff about Baki last video because he always shows up and just talks mess. He's never, like, it's rare that he shows up and bodies somebody, even though we get that from Hanayama and Jack. When they show up, it's all over. But Baki here stopped Musashi, and it gave me goosebumps. This dialogue that he had definitely gave me goosebumps. Musashi says, are you saying that I mustn't pull it out or it'll go bad for me, boy? Look at Baki's face. Are you planning on slashing him more? If I don't, then the match will never reach a proper settlement. It's settled already. Boy. Look, Hanayama's just losing consciousness as he's bleeding. This match is not over yet, boy. None of the parties are satisfied. Mr. Miyamoto Musashi, in your era, every samurai carried a sword or two and the intent to kill with them. But this era is quite different from the one you lived in. For us, this is beyond damn settled. The crowd is shocked by his words. Musashi takes that in, and Hanayama's counterpart looks shocked as well. Baki always kills me when he yells like this. I love it though. Thank you, Baki, says Hanayama. Baki looks back at him. Like I said, I don't want to say Hanayama outright lost. He was just kind of outskilled. He had a bad matchup. Musashi is incredibly talented with that sword, but Hanayama's body did not allow him to get slashed in half, man. That's insane. And for him to be so proud to put his back to him, just like, I'm done with you. I love it. So Baki, his eyes glare over as he's looking at Hanayama. He takes a knee. You sure know how to put on the show, Hanayama. But this is as far as it goes. You'll soon collapse from the blood loss. Looks as though he's doing that here. Huh? That kid. I think I've seen him somewhere. Wasn't he the one who fought his strongest ogre father on the street? Hey, Baki. Is the standing man still standing? He is, Hanayama. Yes, he is. Baki looks at his tattoo, takes it all in. Yes, Hanayama. Injured, cut, bruised, stabbed, bloody maybe, but still on his 2 feet, still looking strong. What a beautiful friendship. I absolutely love this. He came like that, and he'll leave like that. He's even more grandiose than before. Hanayama smiles. Your words tonight, right? They're on another level, are nothing more than pretty tales. Also, in Hanayama's mind, he feels as though he did lose. I don't agree with you, buddy. You did great. So he goes ahead and loses consciousness as his head falls forward. His eyes glare over. His back still bleeding. Police chief stands up. Gather up. And all of his police officers that were there witnessing this event run to close the circle around Musashi, Hanayama, and Baki. They're all standing there with mean faces. They are not happy with this outcome. Police officers, so they were here all along. They were undercover. Really? This many? Some of them were hiding in the crowd silently. Why haven't they intervened? Escort Mr. Hanayama to the hospital immediately. We need to keep this man alive at all costs. Yes, sir. Wow, to be a Yakuza and have the police have to make sure or want to make sure that you're okay. Hanayama is just a legend. We can't let our hero Hanayama Kaoru to die like this. The standing Hanayama. Almost at the speed of sound, he went from strong hero to a dying patient. Are you not going to go with him? Nah, Baki got some business to take care of. As expected from Hanayama, even though he was bleeding this much. That's a huge puddle. So Baki looks back at Musashi. You were going to let it run dry, huh? Musashi smiles. Are you going to attack me? Just because you beat me down in a silly scuffle is not true victory. When you bury me 6 feet under is when you can start running the victory lap. Look how arrogant and look how confident his face is as he smiles. Oh my goodness, he's definitely his father's son. Chapter 172, Fun for the Right Time. Boy, are you serious now? Do you intend to kill me? The police chief shocked at those words. Baki hasn't budged an inch. He surely has every intention to do just that. This is something that I have no pleasure in saying, but Mr. Musashi, you are not supposed to be alive in this era as we speak. Boy, Baki said, I'm about to send you back to yours. What do you take me for? Even I know why I was brought here. And that shocks all three of them, Tokugawa included. This is not the period where you become successful by slashing people, so you were aware of it. For someone who claims that he was aware, you still slashed way too much. So you're going to take your vengeance on me? Well, at this point I have no choice. I have to. Yep, he hurt your friend, man, your best friend. You gotta do what you gotta do. Fine, I'll accept your challenge. As he clouds himself in aura and Baki is on his toes, he's ready, leaning forward. Whether or not I can adapt or be successful, I'm still going to slash more. There's nothing else for me to do in this world. By the way, I'm not going to do it now. I don't want to claim victory from you when you're exhausted. Oh my goodness, he's so confident. So Baki gets those super insulting words out, and Musashi draws his sword and swings it. It looks as though Baki took just a step back to get out of range. Baki is just too cool for me. There. You see? So Baki lifts up his shirt only to show this slight, shallow cut from Musashi. If you were serious, you would have split me in two. You are no longer the Miyamoto Musashi we all know. His hair stands up even further. Boy. That's right. You're tired right now. You can't even slash a defenseless boy that's standing still. His hair falls back down at those words, having realized, no, I guess I must actually be tired. Puts his sword back in the sheath. I'll let you say your piece. Words are taken by the wind anyway. But when the time is right, let me have some fun. He tried again. I thought he was done. So he resheaths his sword only to take it back out, trying to throw another slash at Baki, who appears to have not moved. Thank you for holding back. He's just gonna I don't know, is Baki not moving? Is he backing up so he's not getting cut and just deciding to insult Musashi? Alright, so like I said, I was talking a lot of mess about Baki in the last video because my favorite character was on the screen. But I do like how psychologically adept Baki is. Like, he will wage that warfare with you with words, and I love it. I can do it over and over all day long. My condition is none of your concern. I feel fine if you must know. So come and fight me right here, right now. So Baki's sweating, looking at Musashi. Come on, don't be such a pushover. Oh? Oh man. We meet once again, Tokugawa. The water in the tub is hot and ready. There is a food and warm place you should return now. Musashi smiles. Very well. The police chief says escort him. So they're going to make sure Musashi goes back to Tokugawa's without harming anyone on the way home. These guys are so dramatic. Isn't he successful in this society due to his amazing slash? His job here is done. Chapter 173. He disappeared, didn't he? So now we have Hanayama here in the hospital. We get all the beeps from the different machines in the room. The amount of blood that we need for transfusion could fill a whole bathtub. He has about 10 lacerations all over his body, and all of them are deep injuries. Okay, so they weren't shallow. Hanayama was just so strong that he withstood it, the standing man. And young Kureha, Sir Kureha, that was the first time I had to use more than 1,000 stitches to patch someone. It took a bathtub of blood and 1,000 stitches to fix him? That's the Hanayama we know indeed. To live as strong as he does, it could be quite bothersome. Tokugawa lights his pipe. Baki has finally done it. He went ahead and officially challenged someone. Oh yeah, I can't wait for that. I'm not surprised, but what are going to be the rules of this fight? No weapons? I haven't decided it yet, but the opponent is a sword master. Even though Miyamoto Musashi did not do it at first, samurais usually hold swords in their hands when they can. It has been established that he is the strongest with swords. Why can't we just allow him to fight with bare hands? This is not your usual main event of the evening. Baki is the one who said to beat down someone is not victory, to put them 6 feet under. Really? Baki, as kind as he is? Did he really say that? He got in front of Miyamoto Musashi's face and told him that loud and clear. That was something. That's very unlike his persona. Indeed it was. But even if he was bluffing, that's something that's also out of character. Could it be that he was simply boasting? Kureha, Hanma Baki has never done so. He doesn't bluff. Now we have Baki walking down the street. Just how many days have I skipped it? My usual training against him. So Baki's walking down the street. What's going on? No. Did they recognize him? The master swordsman Musashi does not spend his day doing some special training for something or someone. He just lives in his ordinary days. So in turn, I must do the same. I don't need to do special training to go against him. This couple's still looking at Baki. Even though my muscles are doing their own thing, I feel different. My chest, my shoulders, my arms, my legs, my feet. Do you see that guy with the t-shirt in front of us? What is it? My buddy doesn't need to be trained for what it is about to confront. Just keep looking at him, says the couple. Even if someone just thinks about it, throwing a punch at me all of a sudden without reason, or landing a kick, or grabbing me, or even visualizes slashing me with imaginary sword. Even if it's just a gaze when it happens, my body will react and move on its own. Oh wow. So was that couple seeing him disappear like this? You see it, right? His upper body keeps disappearing. If those eyes and thoughts of others surround me, try to end my life. What? So they're watching this man. Oh my goodness. I will sense it and move like this. So this is, you guys remember when Goku landed on Namek and had finished his training or whatever and initially went up against the Ginyu Force and they were throwing those ki blasts at him and it looked like he wasn't moving, but he was moving side to side so fast you couldn't see it? Oh, Baki is the man. That guy, he disappeared, didn't he? Yes, that's it. To constantly vanish, to be invisible and transparent. That's the way you do it. Oh goodness. So that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got some strong and beautiful words from Baki, both to Hanayama and to Miyamoto, which is, I can't wait to see him fight Musashi. You understand how fun it's going to be? I really hope he bodies him. Like, I don't want to see no struggle. I want it to be an embarrassment. I want him to embarrass Musashi. I highly doubt it's going to happen. I'm sure it'll be a good fight, but Baki is the man, and I'm wondering what was going on with Musashi's slashes. if you guys know, because I mean, he threw 2 slashes at Baki and did absolutely nothing. So was Baki right in that Musashi was tired, or was he, you know, dodging like very quickly? I don't know. Leave a comment below, guys. Please hit the thumbs up, share with your fellow otaku. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have, thank you very much. Check the links in the description for the next video, the playlist pertaining to Baki, Kengan Ashura, and the music credits. Hope you'll subscribe to my gaming channel in the description. I'll have content for you guys very soon. Please hit the bell notification so you don't miss any future uploads. I hope to see you next video, and as always, otaku for life.